Who's a fat boy?
Podcast Fat Boy.
Hello. Oh, well, look at this. Episode 14. We have made it. The reboot has now matched the original. The output of 2014 has been matched. You know where I am. I'm in the Charlie Bucket studio, as I like to call it. If you haven't seen the Willy Wonka movie or read the book by Roald Dahl, it is a bed, famous bed from the movie where I record the podcast. For many reasons. Some, the sound is good in here. Other reason being it's comfortable. And this week, I'm in bed for a reason, for sure. I'm definitely not in a good headspace right now. I'm a little depressed. Usually when I go through these bouts of depression, I fall pretty hard into them, and I can't get out of bed. So doing this podcast today is very hard for me because I really don't want to do it, but I think it's important for me to do it so that I can talk about it, because this is, a part of the journey. I think everybody goes through moments like this. Some people, it's a serious illness for them and they have to experience it every day. Thankfully, I don't. I go in and out of it, but I'm definitely at a point with it where I do need help, and I'm going to get it. So yeah, it's just been a couple days of that. It's stuff kind of adds up, kind of piles a little bit, and it's funny because I think there's been a lot of positive with me doing this podcast again, a lot of positives, but it's a give and take. Sometimes it's very stressful. I think me staying on a schedule has helped me lose weight because, since it started, I've lost about 6.5 pounds. That's pretty good. That's progress, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, it's hard to want to talk about this stuff. And I'm going to have to start talking about it a lot more with somebody. So, yeah, that's going to happen soon. No shame in going to a therapist again. I've been to many therapists in my life. Yeah, I'm reluctant to go, but I'm going to go. I'm going to start it because sometimes that's just the hardest part. And who knows, maybe I just have the mumps. Okay, there's a big mump outbreak in Toronto. Don't really know what mumps are. Like a lot of professional sports players get it because it's easy to transfer through saliva, coughing. But apparently, it's pretty rampant here on the west side. People are getting it at bars. Everyone's sharing their fancy cocktails at the bar. You can't be. I was just at I went out last Friday, and I'm nervous about the mumps, and went to a brewery, a craft brewery. You know how I feel about those. This one was actually very nice. And I think I found I just need to stick to stout beers at these craft breweries because for the most part, they taste mainly like Guinness, which I like. That I can drink. But, there's also, candy, all kinds of candy tasting drinks and stuff. And everyone wants to, taste this, taste that. And that's where the mumps come in. It's probably those craft fucking brewery. That's exactly where the fucking mumps are coming from. Everybody's sharing their caramel beers. Their lagers that taste like cinnamon hearts. Or tree bark. cinnamon heart tree bark. So, watch it for the mumps, everybody. Just stick to your own drink. Have more precautions. Did you guys enjoy the episode last week? My first guest, Billy Hoosh, since I rebooted. Seems like listeners bumped up a bit having a guest on. Since, on my own, I don't really promote this at all, other than to my robotic Twitter followers, my Russian links. Hopefully you guys have been clicking those links and getting your muscles toned and, some sexy time for some of the other, robots that follow me, the Russian robots. Please help them out because robots have feelings too, and your credit card does not, okay? So please go to my followers and click. Okay. Very good. And if any prince needs money, you give it money. He'll pay you back. Just sitting here in the bucket bed. The fuck it bucket bed. That's where I am today. I couldn't sink lower into this mattress if I wanted to. But you need to have days like that. It's good that I don't have a job where I have to go somewhere. I just have a job where nobody appreciates us and, we don't get raises and stuff like that. It's kind of a weird world of child labor that I work in as a day job. Pretty horrible stuff. So, yeah, that definitely contributes. Trying to get away. See the depression? It's slipping back into the conversation. So I'm not going to try to talk about it too much, but I'm probably also not going to promote this episode too much too. I'm just going to let it sit like a light little leaf on the pile of episodes. And if someone finds it, that's good. You can have a listen and, keep the journey going, but I don't feel like promoting this one. It's a bit of a chore for me to do it, but I'm going to stick to this schedule as long as everything's going. So last night, so here's the problem, because you know the logo. You've seen my logo, and I'm sucking bad foods through a straw out of a thought bubble. And that's pretty much what I did last night. I just came home from hockey, had a horrible time playing hockey, had to be a goalie again, let in more goals than like a football game. If you looked at the score, you would think it's a football game. I'm not even joking. 2 touchdowns I let in. And I think that's what tipped me over last night, where I was just like, I'm going to try and turn into a big droopy mess and just sink into the wood board. So I came home and I was like, I'm hungry because I did get a lot of exercise last night, but when I get depressed, I want to punish myself. And part of me really wanted to either starve myself last night or binge eat. So it's like a toss-up of the two. And I was thinking about it and feeling the hunger pains. I really don't like starving myself. It's really not nice. So I went with the binge eating, and, had a pound of wings, fries. I bought a buffalo chicken wrap and a Caesar salad. I did not eat all of it. I couldn't, but I ate those wings like I was like a goddamn zombie. I hate eating shit where your hands get messy. That's why I never order wings. I never order ribs. All just because of the messy shit to it. I hate it. I hate when my fingers are coated in some kind of goo. So it's rare. And it takes a lot for me to want to eat them. So I did. I got the wingers, and I didn't feel too bad after, but I definitely felt like a not like I just ate a healthy vegan dinner. I felt like I was trying to hurt myself in other ways down the road. When I don't want to, when I'm feeling better and I have a heart attack, and it's all over, folks. So, that's a thing that I'm sure a lot of you go through, binge eaters. I feel you, since I've been a fat boy, since I've gained the weight in 2011, 2012. That's happened. I've gone through some shit, and I binged eat. Jesus, I also bought some bread from some bakery nearby, and I swear one slice of this bread is about a pound. It feels like the whole thing feels like 10 pounds to me. The entire loaf. So dense. So insane. It's like I need to take one slice of the bread and take a quarter off it. Feel like, oh my God, it's just probably spackled on my insides. But you know what you got to do when you're feeling like you're eating some bad shit? You got to take some psyllium powder, folks. You got to mix it in some water, and then you blow it out. Okay? That's the slogan of the podcast. Eat bad, blow it out. You'll feel a lot better mentally, knowing that the tumbleweed has gone through you and taken all the nasty things and injected it into the local sewer system or septic tank. What are other reasons people eat? Financial worries. That's probably why, I binge eat right now. I don't have a ton of financial worries, but when your gravy isn't flowing like it should, it does create a little bit of a worry. And what do? You spend money on copious amounts of food when you should be, eating noodles with cheese powder. It's definitely what I should start thinking about doing. But what can you do? What am I worried about with money for? I've got enough of it. I could probably, not work for a while. It's not like I'm going to buy a fucking house around this part of town. Jesus. I'll never buy as long as I live in Toronto, I'll never buy a home here. Unless I win the lottery, which I don't play. Only every once in a while when I'm feeling real low do I go buy a lottery ticket, which, you've guessed it, I've thought about being like, maybe this God in the sky will see that I'm not, that my life is so tough, and make the balls shake my way. So I can have some financial freedom, and then my life will be perfect. Oh, never having to worry about money, and everything is good. Money does buy happiness. Oh, probably does, doesn't it? It does in some regard. You mind if I take a quick sip? Just just to also inform you of my mental state right now, I'm drinking a Ryan Coke out of a milkshake glass. Milkshake glass. It's for children who want root beer floats. I'm drinking an old Ryan Coke straight up to right to the insulin pump. I'm not dumbing it down with soda tonight. I'm having a nice sugary Sundance. Sugary Sundance. I think I just found my title. My depression, if I could put a name on it, it is Sugary Sundance. So, I guess, when you worry about money too, it kind of hits you all at the same time. Because, like just today, my coffee maker fucking stopped working. And like it's the motor, and it's done. The fucking motor's done. Fucking Bodum. I bought a Bodum coffee maker about 4 years ago. Cost a lot of money to look nice. Was never that great. There's you spend that much on a coffee maker. Okay, I'll just tell you because you can Google it. It was probably about $300. Yes, that's so stupid, I know. But it looked really cool. And, it just didn't keep the coffee very hot, unfortunately. But, it was fun and it was cool. It really didn't give us any trouble until today. And I could tell. So I went out and I bought a $25 coffee maker. And she's all ready to go. I got a program. This one's got a timer on it. How do I bought a $300 coffee maker. It doesn't even have like a timer for you to set it so that like it goes off in the morning. I had to do everything manually with this $300 coffee maker. Fuck you, Bodum, you fucking piece of shit. How dare you take advantage of me with your fancy rubber silicone appliances. They just got shittier and shittier. And I bought it from Sears and they went under like the next day. So good luck finding that receipt and making that useful for anything. Fucking Bodum. Fuck you. Sorry, guys. Just, hit me all of a sudden that I paid $300 for a coffee maker. What the fuck is wrong with me? But speaking of coffee, you want to go back to the health part of this podcast? They're thinking about banning caffeine for professional athletes to use. Which is, wow, that's pretty nuts. You can't even have a cup of coffee before you play? These guys got to be hydrated. They're not going to be wanting to have coffee, but, maybe a little espresso to get you up. Have you seen, just Google hockey players sniffing smelling salts on the bench? That is fucking insane, watching their reaction to that. It's like they're sniffing bath salts, and I'm surprised they don't get nosebleeds from it by their reaction. They're all doing something to pep up a little bit. How those smelling salts legal? But they're thinking about, can't go to Starbucks before a game? Oh man. That's times are changing. They're really trying to make sports more pure. Which is, it's commendable. It's a very commendable thought, but the main thing with professional sports is entertainment. So who gives a shit? They're adults. They can do what they want. They want to have coffee if it's bad for them, whatever. Steroids, I'm all for it. Make them bigger and juicier. I want to see guys hit the ball in baseball, hit a home run and it hits a plane and it bounces off the side of a plane. I want that shit to happen. Use at your own risk. So yeah. Wow. I've made it to 20 minutes. I should probably sign this off. Those who have listened, do not worry about me. I am in good hands. I'll always be safe here in the Charlie Bucket studio, no matter what happens out there in the world. So yeah, you just gotta I just gotta kind of mop my way through it. If you could, fuck, I'm not gonna ask you to rate stuff this week. Please don't forward it to hospitals or some shit too. I don't need that. But yeah, good news is I haven't gained any weight, and I haven't lost any drastic weight. But maybe I will go. I should go work out tomorrow, because that's always something that helps. It gets your brain going. Am I right? Guys, if you are depressed out there right now, know that you're not the only one, and it's okay. Just fucking let it happen. You'll be all right. And if you need help, ask for it, because you'll get it. You'll get it. So I'm going to go to bed now. I'm going to finish my milkshake of alcohol. And thanks for listening, guys. We made it to episode 14. I'm sure I'll be more peppy next week. We'll be back on the horse, as they say. But yeah, good mental health, and have a good time. Blow it all out.